Hello.
Sorry.
Hi. Okay. Why were you not in court yesterday?
I was sick yesterday. I had taken medicine. I slept through my alarm completely.
Okay. All right, state. This is criminal trial division. Do you have any objection to recalling the judge's warrant? She said she was sick.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right.
And I think this case is going to be a plea, Your Honor.
It is.
Okay. All right. So we'll recall the warrant.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Deputy Laura.
Yes, I know.
All right. Thanks, Deputy Mejia.
Kennedy, one over. Okay, 5.
Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a clip from Judge Stephanie Boyd at the 187th District Court in Texas. She has a defendant who did not show up to court yesterday, so was put in handcuffs today when she did show up. But then, while she's giving her plea, she lies to Judge Boyd about the white substance that was found in the car. And as you know, that's never a good idea.
Okay. All right. Can I see the parties on Cortez? Sorry about that. I was handed the file and I didn't know the paperwork had been completed. You all could have been done hours ago.
Oh,
Hours ago?
Yeah. I just say that so you can feel the gravity of the situation. And then it'll make you think, wait a minute, what time is it? All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 9298, State of Texas versus Cecilia Ashley Cortez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Jesse Sepulveda for Cecilia Cortez.
And are you Miss Cortez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. All right, there's an application in this case, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
there is, Your Honor, for deferred.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, did you all fill out an application?
I don't think she's filled out the personal information, but we did fill out an application, the one page.
All right, for some reason, Counsel, I don't have the application, but after we finish, if you could fill out another one for me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Did you sign and understand the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? You're going to need to speak up so the court report can be.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Got to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a third-degree felony.
Yes.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Cortez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Satisfied? All right, you need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. And I see there's not a number that's mentioned for the amount of the BCSO restitution. Counsel, if there is a restitution amount determined by probation and you think that amount is inappropriate, you can always come back.
Thank you.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, state, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, only that you follow the recommendation. Also, I believe my client is financially challenged. She's got 4 children.
Three. Yes.
And she's a single parent, so she has to support them. I believe she just recently got a new job too. Is that right?
Yes.
How much are you making?
It's 12 an hour with tip share.
All right, so here's the thing.
It's, sorry,
Court reporter cannot hear you.
I'm so sorry.
If you continue to
12
whisper,
I'm so
wait,
sorry.
stop. If you continue to whisper, she's not going to be able to take down what's being said. And if she doesn't take down what's being said, it might as well did not happen in court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So make her job easier by speaking up so she can hear you. All right. So you were asking her about employment?
Yes. Please repeat what you said about how much you make.
It's 12 an hour plus tip share.
Are you working 40 hours a week?
It's 30.
30 hours. You have 3 children you support?
Yes.
Judge, we're just asking you to consider probating or all or part of the fine.
Okay.
That's all I have, Judge.
So how old are your children?
9, 11, and 14.
And where are they now?
They're at home. The 14-year-old is watching the 2 younger ones
Okay.
because it's school break. It's winter break.
Who helps support you with your children?
Pretty much their dad, kind of.
Mhm.
Just through child support. It's like $240 a month.
All right. Where are your parents?
My mom lives in Plea, and I don't have my dad in my life.
All right. So do you have any other support system?
No.
All right. Where's the rest of your family?
I have family in Kansas and family in Missouri. Other than that, my aunt lives in California. So,
All right. Why were you speeding?
I didn't realize I was speeding. I was just going a few miles over. In
Well, they're saying a high rate of speed in the police report. So I personally don't.
8 and a 20.
28 and a 20.
Yes.
Oh.
I was about to get on the highway.
All right. And what's with this cocaine business?
It was in the car. I'm not sure. I just bought
Okay.
the
See,
car.
now your
I had
voice is
just
trailing
bought
off.
the car. I'm sorry.
So you're saying you bought a car and there's cocaine in it and nobody says anything? Is this Miami Vice?
I didn't realize it was there.
Yeah, but where they found it, what do you mean you don't realize it's there?
It was on the floor.
Well, you're driving.
Yes.
They said, while I was speaking to you, I observed a 3-inch by 3-inch baggie that is commonly used to carry illegal narcotics in plain view. I observed the 3-inch by 3-inch baggie that is commonly used to carry illegal narcotics on the front driver's side floorboard, right next to your right foot.
Had made a bad decision.
All right, so why don't you start by being honest with me?
Sorry, I'm just.
If you're drug tested today and know you're going to get drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'm not sure. It's
What do you mean you're not sure? What could it possibly be?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm like panicking because I'm sick and I don't feel well. I'm not sure.
I mean, well, what have you used in the past?
Had smoked weed previously.
All right, and what else?
I had used cocaine.
All right, so weed and cocaine. Weed, cocaine, and a 9-year-old, 11-year-old, 14-year-old don't go together.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, you need to apologize to your children, let them know you're going to do better, because what this means, if you're using marijuana and cocaine, one, I don't know where you're getting your cocaine from, but I know marijuana, usually people will, not from my personal experience, but from what I've seen in television and from having previous clients as a defense attorney, usually with marijuana, people don't mind giving you that for free. It's puff, puff, pass. And maybe next time you bring some marijuana. But cocaine, usually it's free the first time, then after that, people charge. So you've been paying for cocaine instead of doing what you need to do with your children. That's a problem. And there's a problem with you coming to me and being dishonest. So we're going to pretend like we're just starting our conversation now. When you're drug tested today, what are you going to be positive for?
Probably cocaine.
All right. When's the last time you used cocaine?
Over the weekend.
All right. So we cannot have that.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you right now, what's going to end up happening right now is Child Protective Services is going to be called.
Okay.
So that they can get some help for you.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Not me trying to take your children away from ever, but it's me trying to make sure that your children are taken care of.
That's fine.
And so she's going to remain in court till somebody comes over to talk with her and get her in some services through Child Protective Services and check on the children.
Yes,
Okay.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine. That's going to be probated. There's going to be restitution, if any, for drug testing to BCSO. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And probation, that's just going to be until Child Protective Services gets involved, because somebody needs to look in on the children. This is not a civil court, so I can't take your children away from you or do anything of that nature. CPS will have to do their investigation. There's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once she completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed to be satisfied. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation. Follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, though, we're going to start with intensive outpatient treatment. If they recommend outpatient treatment, we're still going to start with intensive outpatient treatment. And counsel, I'm assuming this is her only case?
She had a prior on her about maybe 4 years ago.
All right, what was that prior?
I believe it was a possession of her guns, from what I recall.
All right, we'll do a referral to felony drug court. There's to be regular random UAs. We're going to do sober meetings. Yes.
You wouldn't consider holding the felony court, the drug court in abeyance and see how she does?
No.
I know she's working. I know she's got these.
Oh, they will work around that.
Okay.
Okay. So sober meetings, 90 meetings in 90 days. And let me just tell you, the reason why I'm not going to do that is because you've had a prior drug case, right? And then you're driving with cocaine in the vehicle. You're being dishonest with me. And when people are in their addictions, they're being dishonest. So you're not even at the place yet where you're on the road to your sobriety. You're still in the throes of your addiction. And I know, and you know, that even though I'm gonna lecture you and tell you not to do it, when you leave this courtroom, you get on probation, you're probably gonna end up using. All right? Don't want that to happen, because the last time you use could be the last time you use. I know you don't want the 14-year-old crying because his mom is in the house, got some bad drugs and passed out, and he's trying to do CPR. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So there's going to be sober support meetings, 90 meetings in 90 days. Probation. Is there any proof of employment within 30 days? There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We can go off the record. I'm serious about the last time you use, maybe the last time you use, and you don't want your children trying to figure out why mom isn't home yet, or you end up overdosing and your child has to try to do CPR for you in the house. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So just have a seat. We're going to see if we can get somebody from Child Protective Services to offer her services.
You do want another application for deferred?
Yes, if you could, because I didn't see that in there.
Judge, she also has a warrant out in this court, which is supposed to appear.
Oh, we recalled it.
Well, you know, it's never a good idea to lie to Judge Boyd. That is never a good idea. But I felt the weight just adding to that woman as she's standing there. And she's realizing that CPS is going to be called, that CPS is going to go into their home and check out to see if the kids are okay. That she may lose the kids for a time being, and that she's got to deal with it for 5 years. So all of that, I just saw that weight on her, all from a very poor choice. As Judge Boyd also says, they're choices, not mistakes, because she made a very bad choice. Anyway, thank you guys all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.